So recently, me and my girl decided that we wanted to take our kids to the trampoline park. For reference, I'm 24 and she is 25. We have 3 kids together. Damn, I know. We have twins that are 2 years old, and then we have a 9-month-old baby boy. And this is the video of them. This was like last week for Halloween. They were the minions. Anyways, prior to us getting to the trampoline park, in my mind, I was like, bro, I'm not finna be jumping on no trampoline, man. I'm too old for that, bro. That's some little kid activity. But when we ended up getting there, my girl suggested that, I go jump with them. I was like, cool. How about I had the time of my life? I think I had more fun jumping on them trampolines than they did. And while doing this, it just unlocked the inner child in me. I was like, why is it that when we get older, you can't have fun anymore? I'm a part of Gen Z, and it's like the older you get, the more miserable you're supposed to be. You can't play the game. You can't go out and have fun. Everything is labeled. You're too old to be doing it. Most of my peers feel like we're supposed to have our life figured out at 21, 22, 23, 24. Like, you feel me? It's absurd. And as I'm watching my kids grow up and get older, I watch them play. I watch how they interact and just live. They stay in the moment. They have fun. They free. And it's like, as you get older, you lose that sense in yourself of just being a free human being. I don't want to get all woke on y'all, but just the way they indoctrinate us with this 9 to 5, going to work, going to school, come home, it's like, it's you see how trapped we are and how it just takes away how life is supposed to be lived.
You can't be 23 going to Halloween parties, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. It comes a time in your life where you gotta step aside and recognize that you're getting older. You popping up to these parties and you looking like Batman. You looking like the Joker.
Man, that shit cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
Like, you 23 though, bro.
20.
I don't know. That's what I think, bro. Past 23, it's a problem.
Why? 23, young as hell. Bro, as I get older in my 20s, I realize how young I was. You know what I'm saying? I'm still young. 23, bro. 5 years ago, you was just in school. Shit, you probably just graduated college. 23? Damn. Niggas can't have no fun. Oh my God.
The reason I said that is because I went to college. I'm 22. I went to college.
And
18.
I mean, he looked back, he about damn near 30. Maybe it's just the beard, but bro, the more youthful you live your life, the younger you gonna look.
First off, I'm not a partier, so maybe I don't know about the party scene, bro.
I'm not a party either, but I don't.
I always been on my grind. I never really was one to party.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
When you got a beard, bro, and you dressing up, and you trying to get drunk, and you trying to catch girls.
Okay.
At a Halloween party, bro, it's like, come on, man. Like, sometimes, bro, when does the grown man gene kick in?
And that's the problem, bro. What is considered grown? My definitions of grown: making sure your bills are paid, making sure your kids are fed, making sure your kids are in a, have a roof over their head. Now, it is some deadbeat people, deadbeat mothers, deadbeat fathers that be partying and doing all this and their kids looking like, it is some people like that. But then you have others that have their priorities in check, and then they still can have fun. Like he stated, he's not the partier type. I'm not the partier type either. But if that's the way you choose to have your fun, then that's cool. Maybe if you're, 40, 50 plus, still trying to go and dibble into these type of activities, then it could be a problem. But then again, who am I to judge somebody at 40, 50 years old? As I'm getting older, I'm just understanding, bro, life is so fragile. People be passing away at a snap of a finger. So, them being 40 and just making it to that age is a big accomplishment to them. So let them live that how they live it. You get what I'm saying? So many of my childhood friends done passed away before they even got 21, bro, 22. 25, like, I'm about to be 25 next year. I know so many people that didn't make it to that. And it's like, damn, bro, you just see how precious life is, and the way people want to live their life is the way they want to live it. Who are we to judge them, I'm the type of person that always want to be on my P's and Q's. I try to make sure I got everything in order before I do have fun. I feel like work hard, play hard, I think that goes hand in hand. But in America, while chasing this American dream, man, it can burn you out. I'm talking about it can just leave you without a soul. So when people want to go to a Halloween party, it's okay. Feed your inner child.
The reason why y'all are scared to grow up and why the age of 25 feels like 80 to some of y'all is because y'all put a damn age limit on everything.
Tell me about it.
Every time I get on this app, y'all talking about what grown men and women should not be doing at their age. Once you reach a certain age, you shouldn't be playing video games. Once you reach a certain age, you
Hey, I want to bring something up about that. Playing video games is actually great for your brain. And it's way better than you scrolling on TikTok. So when I see people comment something like, oh, bro, you're playing the game. Nigga, you're scrolling on TikTok, fucking your brain up. There are literally studies that show playing the game is actually helping you with dementia, all type of things, especially like puzzle-based games, you know, mystery games. What y'all know about doing them Easter eggs, doing them Origins Easter eggs, doing the Shadows of Evil's Easter eggs? What my real zombie players at, man? Y'all, hey, look, I just had to throw that in there. But anyway, doing things like this keeps your brain stimulated. But people want to, bro, you're a grown man doing this, says a grown man typing in a comment on TikTok. People always want to call somebody corny. Oh, you're corny. So I'm corny, but you're not. What makes you not corny? Because you're cool, you don't do nothing. In 100 years, none of us, sadly to say, nobody gonna remember us. Like, when you put that into perspective, bro, you stop giving a fuck what anybody say. Nobody is going to remember us. Think about it. Do you know your great-great-grandfather or your great-great-grandmother? I don't know them, but I'm appreciative of them, but I just simply don't know them. I don't live my life based anything off of them. You think in the future they gonna do that shit for you? Oh, my grandfather was corny because he decided to dress up for a Halloween. Nobody's going to say nothing like that.
You shouldn't be going out. Once you reach a certain age, you shouldn't be watching sports. Do y'all hear yourselves? And then y'all be getting on here wondering why you're depressed, wondering why you have anxiety. Y'all lives are basically ending at the age of 21.
Not even 21,
Looking
18.
forward to the life that you have ahead of you, you think that your clock is running out. And you would think that people would just stop at the hobbies, right? Nah, they be taking this to a whole nother level. I've seen people come on here and say that tattoos are meant for teenagers.
What?
You are not even able to get a tattoo legally without a parent or guardian until the age of...
Yo, this generation cooked. What? You can't get a tat. I mean, I know some days these high schoolers be having tattoos, full sleeves. Like I say, it's a whole different time, bro. Like, I graduated 2019, bro. You could be fresh from 20, and my high school days was 2015 to 2019. So, like, you could be fresh wearing some Forces, you feel me? Even Sperry's or some shit. Like, bro, y'all know, man. Class of 19, stand up. Bro, we can get fresh wearing everything. Nowadays, you gotta have designer, you gotta have this. It's like, bro, it's a, man.
18. Thought the tattoos was crazy? People are on here telling people that they shouldn't have certain hairstyles past a certain age. So because I'm about to hit 25, I just gotta buzz my shit?
Right.
What? And how can I forget that little trend of y'all putting on quarter zips and slacks, talking about some, oh yeah, I dress like a grown
Yeah,
man.
I hated that trend, bro. Y'all remember the grown, like, don't dress like a teenager. Like, don't dress like, and I feel like that was an anti-black trend. You know, y'all know I gotta bring my race into it, but it was like, as you get older, you gotta start dressing like a grown man or a professional or whatever, bro. Corporate, whatever. That shit bullshit, man.
Like, you don't have to hit 18, go to the workforce and die. That's
That's
not
not what life
was meant
about,
for you,
bro. It wasn't. And that's why I say, bro, this Matrix, this American dream shit is so, like, just think about it, bro. When you start school, I'm gonna get woke on y'all. I'm gonna get the real woke on y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. So you start school at what age? 5? You know what I'm saying? 5 years old. Some earlier than that. What you realize is, like, kindergarten, bro, it be so colorful. Like, I just remember all the colors, everything. And then boom, when you go to first grade, it's like a shift. No colors, dull as hell, depressing. And you just realize the similarities of school and prison and working. You know, in school, you got to stay in line. You got to be told when to eat. And I understand this is just order, but I'm just giving you the similarity. And then let's do the time frames from the schooling to the work. You know, you go to school, from 7 to 3. Jobs are 9 to 5. So it's like already kind of conditioning you for that time frame of work. And even like I said, with staying in line, eating at a certain time, it's conditioning you for prison. That's why they are building more prisons than school. I just seen a crazy fact that said California, they built 20 prisons in 20 years versus one school in that same time frame. So they built 20 prisons in one. So you see what they're investing in. You see what they're already trying to set you up for. This is not by some coincidence or accident. This is like real.
I turned 30 tomorrow, and 3 years leading up to this, I was living at my parents' house, gotten laid off twice, and was pretty miserable, anxious, stressed, depressed, you name it. Wasn't doing well. And then like 3 months ago, I just decided I was going to stop getting pushed around by life, and I was just going to start having fun and enjoying myself. And now, this is where I'm at.
That is a beautiful ass view.
That's the Grand Teton, if you didn't know. You can make your life whatever you want. You can literally warp reality around to whatever you want, and you can change at any moment. Mm-hmm. If you're thinking about making some changes, it can happen really fast. So enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Like I say, just feed your inner kid. I feel like when you feed your inner kid, it'll make you be more creative. It'll just make you more happy. That around you just changes the energy and just, pushes more positivity into your life. If you live your life a certain way, that is what it's going to bring. If you always depressed, you always seeing the bad and everything, then it's just going to draw more of that. And it's like every single thing that happens to you, even a bad thing, it's a positive in it. And if you could just simply focus on those positives, hey.
Yo, wait, I think I actually got my first hater yesterday. Let me tell y'all what happened. So yesterday, I'm at work, and as soon as I walk in, I see one of my coworkers that I haven't seen in a while because I only work maybe like once or twice a week. And so he's like, what up, TikTok star? What up, TikTok star? And I'm like, I know who follows me on TikTok who's a coworker. I know who doesn't. So I'm like, why are you saying that? I'm like, have you seen my content? And he was like, oh, I saw a video or whatever, but I didn't follow you.
Hater.
First one thing.
Hater, bro.
You don't support me because why didn't you follow back? So the shift goes on, blah, blah, blah. And at some point, we're in the service station. It's me, him, and another coworker. And so he just, out of nowhere, he's just like, you know what? Go ahead, TikTok star, because I just got to give it up for anyone who's 30 plus trying to be a content creator. That's something else. And he's clapping.
That's a backhanded compliment.
And it's in the most condescending tone. And I'm just sitting there processing my thoughts and feelings of what I actually want to say, or if I even should say anything. And then he says,
I'd be like, I don't even want to say
you'll
shit.
probably get there when you're around like 35. And then my other coworkers are like, well, that's 5 years, damn near 40. And
Damn.
I'm just sitting there
They
like,
hating,
why
bro.
are y'all on me this bad? What did
Hating.
I do? God forbid a girl is 31 and she likes to content create and she likes to be creative and she likes to show real authenticity, real authenticity on the internet. God forbid social media is a girl's thing. No matter how old she is.
It's anybody's thing.
And
The
this
age
what
is
I be
just a
talking
number,
about.
bro.
You really gotta block everybody out when it comes to doing the things that you want and
Really
feel
do.
so passionately doing. Because if I were somebody who was a much weaker minded person,
It'll get
I
to
would
you.
take that to heart,
It'll
and
get
I
to
would
you.
probably not create another video
Yes.
in my life, like ever again.
And that's how a lot of people like get driven out of doing things. They be like, oh, somebody will tell you, like, you'll tell your idea. That's why you don't tell your ideas to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it to certain people, not even the ones you think close to you, bruh. Anyways, this is what they'll do. You'll bring up an idea like, yeah, man, I think this would be a good idea. And then they'll immediately tell you why it's not a good idea. And it's like, damn, bro. And I understand sometimes they maybe want the best interest for you, but it's like, come on, bro. That's why you have to be selective with who you tell things to, your new ideas to, and, you know, just act on it. Like, the best thing about it, bro, when you get an idea, act on it. If you want to start doing videos, do it. Act on it, because then you're going to start having ideas in your mind. Oh, I don't got this equipment. I don't got that equipment. I don't got this. I don't got that. Bro, just start, because as you it's going to get better. And that's what I've been noticing with my videos, you know, on my main channel, Antonio Speaks. Every time I edit a new video, I'm getting better. I'm learning how to talk. I'm learning how to word things better. I'm learning how to do better research. You know what I'm saying? But if I was in my mind like, okay, I wanted to be perfect from the jump, I wouldn't have started. And that's the problem, bro. You just start. You just act on it. Anytime you get a thought, you act on it or write it down. You know what I'm saying? This all plays into it, bro. You feel me? And just dropping some gems for y'all.
But because I know who I am and I know I am that girl, there is nothing that can sway me from the vision that God has placed into my sight. Let's start there. Because if I'm going to be a 31-year-old content creator, I'm going to go do that.
Yeah,
and I don't
bro.
want to hear shit. When I have the followers, when I have the engagement, and when I got all the brands and the deals and all that good stuff.
Your
I don't want to
thing.
hear nothing about no handout or that I knew her.
All right, 'cause that's how I be. They want to
You
brag
made fun
on
of
you.
me in the service station. I got my little AK and some change followers right now, but just you wait. Just you wait, because your girl been consistent. Your girl been having fun with the shit.
That's all
I
you
don't want to hear
have
shit
fun
from
with it, bro.
nobody else. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do. The goal of my page is to help you see past your limiting beliefs. So maybe you should follow me. Maybe you might learn something from this 31-year-old woman.
That's it for this video, though, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. Listen, if you're a part of Gen Z, if you're in part of any generation, just know that age does not define you and how you have to live your life. I love y'all. If y'all want to see something similar to this, though, go check out Pushing 30.